Hello everybody and welcome to another Mystery Box Function Challenge. In the purple box there is some mystery math and your challenge is to figure out what it is. You can use the link in the description, try this out, and when you've got an idea come on back and see if we get the same thing. Okay, I'm going to start with a 0. Alright, 0 gives us 0. How about a 1? So that looks like a non-repeating decimal. So maybe trig, maybe some strange variation on the square root function. Let's try a 2. Okay, still could be either. How about a 3? And a 4? Aha! Okay, so now we're coming back up again. So this does appear to be a trig function. It looks like when we get close to pi, we're down at -8. Let's put in a better approximation, 3.14. Yeah, we're pretty much at 8 there. And at 0, we're at 0. What happens in these negative values? Oh, okay. And -2. And then let's just do -pi. Okay. So I think we've got one of our basic periodic functions, the sine or the cosine here, because it's going down and then up again, and I think this pattern is going to repeat. I think a couple of things are being done to it. So let's see if we can figure out what. First, let's think about these functions. Remember, we're putting in an angle, and we're getting out the coordinates of where that line touches the unit circle. So if you put in an angle of 0 here, you get the point 1, 0. So the cosine is the x and the sine is the y. So when you see 0, 0, you might think sine right away, but let's hold off on that for a minute. When we get to pi over 2, we're at the point 0, 1. So that's where sine would be its biggest. But really what we've done is we've gone down as we go to pi over 2. So pi over 2 is somewhere in here, and we're going down. Over here, we've got the point -1, 0. So this is where the cosine is its smallest, and that's at pi. And if you see right there, this is at its smallest. So our largest is here at 0, and our smallest is here at pi. That to me says cosine. So I think this is some variation of cosine. And I think what's going on here, first of all, it's bigger than you would expect. The regular sine and cosine function, they go up 1 and down 1, and they kind of go in that area. It looks like we're going from 0 down to -8, and if you split that in half, that's 4. So I think we've got a multiplier of 4, and then I think we're actually shoving this down a whole bunch. So if this was just 4 times the cosine of x, we would have this going up to 4 and down to -4. It looks like we've been moved down 4. So that's my guess. Let's see if that actually matches out. So if I put in a 0 here, the cosine should be 1. 1 times 4 is 4, and 4 minus 4 is 0. So that makes sense for 0. How about at pi? So the cosine of pi is -1, so we'd have 4 times -1 minus 4, and that would be -8, and that's where we are right there. So you could try out some other points here, but I think we might have this. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal. Yeah, there it is. So 4 times the cosine of x minus 4, and we can graph that as well. You get that nice big periodic function of the cosine, much taller than you would expect because of that multiplier, and then just moved down 4 units. Well, how did that go for you? Did you think trig? Let me know. Thanks, everybody.